As a coach, a life coach and a healer, I deal with a lot of young people who seem to have a lot going on from the standpoint that a lot of them are like empaths. So they pick up on other people's energy really easy, right? And they don't necessarily know what's going on with them, but they are affected by the energy, and that causes them to be a little bit, for lack of a better word, I'll just say unstable.
Yes.
They're not too grounded. And if the situation, I'll say, go on for a long enough time, or if they don't run into someone that can explain to them what's happening to them, sometimes they tend to spiral into mental illness. And so what I do as a coach is to help to ground them and bring them back so that they understand what is happening to them. And it makes all the difference in the world, in their perspective, and then how they reground themselves and move on with life. So I just wanted to ask you about your experience with that kind of thing.
So all I can say is, one, I love your accent, because I love Southern accents. Let me say that first. And two, that it's really important to everything that you said. As you were speaking, I thought you were going to ask, what do I do? But then you talked about what you do with the young people, which is ground them. That's the most important thing you can do, because that's teaching them a mental health, self-care skill. It's also a life skill. So we want them to, as empaths, understand that it's important to manage the energy that's around you.
Yeah.
And to keep yourself out of negative energy fields as much as possible. Because sometimes the negative energy field lives in your house with you.
That's right. Yeah.
But if you can find the space through what you teach them to get centered, get still, and get quiet, that helps you build a sort of force field. So that you can withstand. Maybe a little bit of it will get through, but less of it is getting through than if you don't ground yourself at all. So I would just say that I fully support the work that you do. And I know you recognize that the children, the young people benefit from it. And I hope that you keep doing that. I teach that to my own children, about getting grounded and being centered and not allowing yourself to be pulled in different directions by other people's behavior, and how, even if it's loved ones, right? So I feel like our job is to, at, a base level, take care of ourselves. That's the most important thing we can do. Like we always say, those of us who have the benefit of flying, if, the oxygen masks drop out of the ceiling, they tell you to put yours on first before you help people who need help. And I say the same thing. In life, your mask has to go on first. You have to be taken care of before you can deal with or engage or take care of other people. So I support what you do 100%.